as a kid, you should be able to pay for a Freddo, and now it's going to take a few months of pocket money just to buy one. That's diabolical.
How much are they now?
I think about £5.70.
Niko, fantastic to see you here. Lovely to meet you, actually. Just
Very
for the
nice to
for
meet
the
you.
benefit of people who may not know as much as they should about you, can you just introduce yourself?
I'm Niko Omilana. I'm the future Prime Minister of this country. I will be the MP of Richmond and Northallerton in just a few hours. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah. Have you had a lifelong battle with confidence or lack of it?
Yeah, I'm quite a shy person, but I decided to come out of my shell and take on Rishi Sunak the moment I found out that he doesn't care about young people.
Yeah, just tell us a bit about that, because there is actually a serious point here.
Yes.
Why do you think he doesn't care? How does that manifest itself?
Well, Rishi Sunak didn't even tell young people to register to vote before the deadline. I think that tells enough of the story. He also put in his manifesto a point that is going to make young people do something which they wouldn't even want to do, which is national service, sending them to war. So the moment he did that, I decided to take Rishi Sunak to war.
Do you think most of your votes will come from people under the age of 25?
I think a lot of them will, but after actually campaigning around Richmond and Northallerton and realising that the people here don't even feel like Rishi represents them and he doesn't even really care about them, he's more concerned about other stuff in the country, I feel like I've managed to get quite a wide variety of votes.
Realistically, and I hate to break this to you, you're not going to win here.
I don't believe you.
Well, okay. But what would be a decent result? And don't say winning. I'm thinking, would you be happy with 2,000 votes, 2.5, 3? Because that would be very respectable.
Winning. Winning is the only option. If I don't win, then something has gone wrong. Something, I'm not going to say rigged, but rigged.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm just going to adopt a serious tone for this one, because I do think this is important. The results that have come in so far, a lot of areas in the north of England, including not very far from here, Reform are coming second. They're actually beating the Conservatives down into third place. Why do you think Reform appears to have got its message across quite well, whether you like what they say or not, in this election campaign?
I think Reform just show that the fact that people aren't represented by the two major parties anymore. And I think that people are just obviously taking different routes away. But I believe that they'll all come towards me because I believe I am the best option and the only honest option. So I believe that they should come to me.
When you say honest, what are the things that you would tell the voters that nobody else dares to do?
So I just think that you shouldn't just go out there and say a thing in your manifesto that you know you can't achieve. Like Rishi Sunak said that he'd get rid of homelessness by the year of 2024. I think that's outrageous to say, and it's actually back on the rise now. So I think things like that just shouldn't be in manifesto points just to win votes. I think honesty should come first, and that's why I've decided to declare myself as the first ever honest politician.
One of your policies is to reduce the price of Freddos down to, I think it's 5p.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they were 5p.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but we need to bring those times back. I mean, as a kid, you should be able to pay for a Freddo, and now it's going to take a few months of pocket money just to buy one. That's diabolical.
How much are they now?
I think about £5.70.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big outlay. Any other policies that you need to, just to make people a little bit more aware of?
I want to put Buckingham Palace on Airbnb. Maybe we start with one room, but I feel like as we pay tax towards Buckingham Palace, we should be able to have the opportunity to stay in it from time to time.
Well, Niko, I think I feel as though I've got in first, because I think you're probably right. You will be Prime Minister.
Thank you.
I hope I'm alive to see it.
I will be. And you will
well,
be.
I know, yeah, well, you will
hours,
be, but will I be? Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, yes, okay.
If a disaster happens, then in the next 2 hours, but you'll be fine, and you'll be able to see me, and I'll give you a big hug and tell you that I did it.
We'll celebrate together.
Thank you so much. Thank
Niko.
you for talking to me.
No,
And
great
thanks for your
pleasure.
time.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
I love to Richmond in Yorkshire because Fee Glover is in Rishi Sunak. Sorry, it's Jane Garvey. I knew I was going to do. I thought I might have done that a bit later. Jane Garvey is live in Yorkshire. Jane, are you there?
Well, that got off to a terrific start, didn't it? Yes. Good evening,
What's
Matt,
the mood there like?
and
Are they
celebrity
popping
pals.
popping coins, popping champagne corks?
What do you think? I'm actually, just to be really pedantic, I'm at the North Allerton Leisure Centre, and Richmond is actually about 30 minutes away, in fact, by car, I'm here to tell you. So Rishi Sunak obviously isn't here yet. He's due in the wee small hours of tomorrow morning. Everyone thinks he's hung on to his seat. I think if you were waiting for a moment of epic political drama, the first time a Prime Minister loses his seat, it won't happen this time round. He's going to cling on. Actually, I hate to back up all the stuff that people have been saying over the last couple of weeks. I think here he's well liked. He's a good constituency MP. He's won over quite a lot of people who might have been somewhat resistant to the idea of a bloke like Rishi Sunak coming to this part of the world. And I think he's got a lot of local respect. So I'm here to tell you he's going to hang on. That's the news from North Allerton. The glamour is unending, by the way. I'm standing underneath a basketball net. There's a burger van in the car park.
It's got everything we want. It's got everything we want. Only the squeak of plimsolls on sports hall tiles.
Yes, all of that.
All of that. How would you describe the smell, Jane?
It's all happening. Well, there's, deep heat is certainly lingering. I went on TripAdvisor just to have a look, and a lot of people are complaining about the wave machine. So, look, political careers, they up and, Aisha will know and Ed will know as well, ebb and flow. And here's a place that Rishi Sunak's political career could have ended, but it hasn't. Okay, so nobody need panic. If you want to go to sleep, you can probably go.
No, Jane, that's not what you call trailing ahead. We want some jeopardy.
Strike up the band.